So I'm on episode 2 of Young Famous and African season 3, and I'm sorry, but nobody is ever gonna make me hate Zari. It's just not gonna happen. First of all, season 1, I really thought that I was gonna like Annie the most. She just seems very authentic, and as the seasons continue, she is such an unhappy person. And Nadia was right when she says every time she talks, it's negative. She always has backhanded comments. And the thing about Annie that really just grinds my gears is when she talks to somebody who's not in her beef about her beef, she's so like, and I will tell him to his face, and this is the problem, and he needs to address this, and she said this and that. But then when it comes to her sitting in front of that person, she always like, oh, well, I don't want to fight. Now is not the time. We don't need to be rude. You sat at Zari's wedding behind her kids talking all this mess about her husband being young, then had the nerve to go to her reception and give her this toast about how you're so happy to be here. Very fake. Then you go, oh, and then she said something about, are you prepared to be the father of 5 children? Annie, I'm not even gonna call you out. You know that you shouldn't have said that. Start with the woman in the mirror. Moving on. Then you sat at that wedding, still at the ceremony, and had the nerve to say that Nadia was fake because she chose Swanky. Mind you, you're saying it loud. People can hear you. And Nadia's like, now's not the time. But you keep going anyway and call her a witch. Then at Kefi's event, when it was just you, Kefi, and Nadia brought it up, and you're like, now's not the time. Why are you being rude? There's another place to talk about it. So at Kefi's event, you shouldn't talk about it. But at a wedding that you shouldn't have went to anyway, despite being invited, you probably shouldn't have, because you know you don't even like Zari like that. That's the place to talk about it? I'm sorry. That is so fake. And Kefi's just eating it up. And I feel bad because I thought Kefi was going to be like a cool, fun addition. You know, I love when the new people are like super like, I don't know, they just carry themselves like very upper echelon, very like, I know I'm that bitch. I thought that Kefi was going to give me those vibes. But seeing her eat up everything that Annie is saying, I can't. She'd be so big and bad in the confessionals when it comes time to talk to people in real life. Oh, I don't want to fight. Now, or she cries. Girl, miss me. And then Fantana, enough. You didn't like Zari from day one because you know that Diamond is the one that has a sweet spot for her. If she says jump, Diamond gonna jump, and you know that. And you know, as good as your pum pum might be in wherever you're from, it ain't gonna pull no weight when it comes to him and his baby mama. And so you tried to do this campaign about how Zari is so fake and so this and so that and so fake. Girl, is it worth all the drama to sleep with Diamond? It's plenty other men in South Africa. Go find somebody else, baby daddy. Like, just sleep with him and let it be. Because I'm tired of the fake beef. Enough. Oh, she's old. Zari look good. I don't know how old the girl is, the lady is, the woman is. Don't know. Don't care. I know she looks good. We all know that. It can't be worth it to have to go through all the drama to sleep with somebody baby daddy. There's too many other baby daddies out there. Enough. I'm not really a Lewis fan. I wasn't a Lewis fan last season, but he's growing on me so far. We're on episode 2 and he's growing on me now. Because I don't appreciate how Fantana came at him so crazy. You don't have a type. Because she's mad that all of a sudden he likes Kevi. We all know men like that who just like the newest, hottest girl that comes across. We all know men like that. But my thing is, why does it matter to Fantana when she humping Diamond? What's it to you who he likes and don't like? What's it to you what his type is? So what? You didn't want him. So why is it a problem? What is this fight even about? Don't get it. All that to say, you can't make me hate Zari and you can't make me like Annie. I forgot something very important. Annie sat in that lady's house and said, Nadia's acting this way because she's in mourning. She had love and she lost it, and I understand that. Annie, the absolute nerve. You need to admit that you haven't forgiven your husband. You need to admit that you are the one who's really still in mourning. I think you might hate him a little bit. You still love him, but you hate him at the same time. And that is why you act the way you act with everybody. Admit it. It's time for us to all put our cards on the table. It is. How you gonna blame Swanky because the kids at your daughter's school is asking her why her mama said that about Swanky? You signed up for a reality show. knowing that your daughter is of age and that her peers might watch Netflix. 191 countries, almost 1 billion people. You knew that when you renewed the contract to even film season 2, that y'all was gonna be across the world. How is it Swanky's fault that people's watching Netflix? Miss me with it. I've had enough. I'm only on episode 2.